Good evening, boys. Good evening, Lynch. Good evening, dudes. I mean, lads, I don't even know what to say about my cheeks anymore. When we sit down to this kind of old balls, you just never know what's going to happen. Except it's going to be boring balls. Right, I said balls. You can't swear in the first 16 seconds or whatever it is on the tubes anymore. So I gotta be careful. But, jibbity bit better, buddy boobs, and all the rest. Hey boys, you know what we do like in a game of Magiques? It is maximum virginities. So, wobbly lands, unnecessary wobbly aids, a wobbly aids card on its own right. I suppose this is kind of new. Creatures have prowess. Whenever this attacks exile target land, something happens. I don't know. We'll see. But he is blue, so probably 45 hours of doing nothing. Right, boys. That is how the magic is magicked. And nobody can deny that. So I think it just play towards sunbirds, right? Probably get countered, so we're going to have to be carefuls. But am I ever carefuls? Do I ever care? Do I care, Lance? He's got one open mayonnaise. Don't think it's not negate. Oh boys, we managed to whack it, sort of. Well, whatever's going on, boys, we are certainly on board for a wonderful time. All right, let's try. Let's try and quack the big lad out. Am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna try. No, I'm gonna play this. Alright, well I suppose it could get bounced or smashed. Lots of things can happen. But I do love a sunbirds. And if there's one thing I know about Magic, it's that if it doesn't go your way, just cry that you got your period, and everybody will be GG and XDing. Isn't that right, boys? That is how magic is always meant to be magicked. And anyone who says otherwise clearly has got the Hitler gene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can only cast one spell. I'm certain it's going to get countered. Go for the fourth. Biggest blow-ups. I think no. So let's do it anyway. So I can find Wrath of God, which is good. Bedevil is going to have to be used. We'll get rid of Baral. Or at least try. Or at least try, boyish. It didn't work. Didn't work, lads. Refill of Funk in the chat says, Cheeks, you seen the new Ob Nixilis Infinite combo? I have not. I couldn't give a monkey's balls about magic anymore. So unless somebody does it against me or puts it specifically in the chat, then I have no idea what's going on. No idea, boys. Alright, Day of Judgment is good. Demonic Cheer is fine. Demonic Cheer is fine, right? I mean, it's the same as this. Maybe I should have kept that. I just feel like I don't have any lands in hand. But we'll see, boys. We'll see, boys. Jeff Buckler says, glad you're feeling better. Cheeks, I'm assuming you feel better. You didn't feel well the last time I watched. It was weird. I mean, I booked a doctor's appointment just to double check that I haven't got anything worse than AIDS. Because, you know, I've got AIDS. But what could be worse? Boys. Alright, so, demonic bullshit. Get Wrath of God. He could still have negate, in which case I'll be dead. But, it'll probably be fine, right, boys? Wrath of God? Boys, what deck do I think I'm playing? What an absolute lad. So let's see. I think I have to go for Crux of Pubes. Wouldn't you agree, boys? So attack first. If he's got a counterspell, then I think I'm dead. But we had a wonderful time waiting for him to have a wank. Didn't we, boys? We had a wonderful time having another blue player stall the game. Well, not stall the game out, but, you know, sort of. Sort of, boys. Big thinks. Either win or don't. Win or don't, but yep, have a look at all these lads. Win or don't is the question. Such a bell end. Such a typical magic bellboy. Alright, he got to save one. Maybe. Or maybe two. These fucking little pussies. I mean, that doesn't do anything. Protection from black? Nope, that doesn't save you. Very smart. Oh, you mean, chicks? Chicks, you mean? I am always mean, boys. I am always means. Always. You don't need to tell me oops. You should have been oopsing when I saw this. You fucking bellend. But at least we're having a wonderful time, lads. Boys, at least a wonderful time is in the process of being magicked by all. And anybody who says otherwise clearly hasn't had their inoculation from AIDS. Yeah, so not that anybody gives a monks. Well, we got the old doctors coming up soon just for a clean bill of health. 50% likely, 60% potential AIDS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we'll just plop the solstice and have these two, and oh, that's on the top. Boys, I thought it was on the memes. I thought it was on the memes, but it isn't. Alright, this guy's just taken way too long to be a bellend. Why is every blue player like this? There are so few people who play blue who think we're just playing best of one dipshit magic on Arena. They think this is genuinely a win and in to get inside Christine Sprank's anus. And it just never is, boys. It just never is. So wash away is probably a mistake. And by probably, I would bump up to almost certainly. Alright, well now it doesn't feel so bad. It was nice, for whatever reason.
You should bow in the presence of a deity. Suffer.
Indeed, boys. Suffer the wrath of trying to play a stupid game at 4 o'clock in the morning for nothing. Right? That is good wrathage. So I didn't realize I was on 6 life, so I might also be dead. He's got Den of the Bug Balls, wobblied up, of course. How could you ever think of playing a deck that isn't wobbly when you've already spent money on sleeves like this? Lads. How could you ever even begin to be a memer? To this extent. Okay, boys, 2-man ace. We might be able to get some quacks going. More big thinks. So you think, and then you do something else, and then it's more big thinks. That's how big thinks work, lads. Alright, feed my balls for 0. Oh, maybe I should have squacked that. That would have been a bit more memeage, wouldn't it, boys? I suppose I might have messed all of this up. But I still got Hive to block the land, and we got Wash Away to wash my balls away, which is easy memes. Right. boys. Of course it is. Alright, fair enough. Equally bulbax, Lynch. I mean, it's just going to be useless jizz, actually, isn't it? All of this is unplayable instant speed rubbish. So I'm just going to exile the card from his hand.
Why play fair?
I'll keep the land in hand for the Celestus to cycle away. Agree, boys? Easy memes. Easy, beautiful British memes. Den of the Puber Boys on the end step, like a classic memer. Monastery Swiss monk, okay. This guy is just full of the memes. All his thinking about and big boy blue spell bullshit, and we're still ending up having this. I don't know about you boys, but I might be dead of AIDS.
A mind is an easy thing to waste.
That's actually not bad. Of all the free spells I was expecting to find off the top, boys, that isn't bad. You may cast an instant and sorcery for free. Alright, hold your balls. Hopefully we get a time wank. Alright, those are not bad.
Feeling this'll work.
Yeah, they're not bad. Alright, so draw 2 and we'll make a treasure. Oh, 4 even. I knew that works like that, boys. I'm really good at magic. Okay, pretty unbelievably fake 8, but good stuff. Okay, boys, I'm gonna call the police, but not before I die of AIDS. I mean, that does slap me about a lot. I like getting slapped around, though. That's my jams. Hey, boys, what a game of magic. It was almost like we were playing top-level magics. Until this blue player realized he was total balls at this game. Lads. Although he did put in sexy girl having a shit. And anyone who does that has got to be a clean memer in my books. But taking 80%... Look, he's got no timeouts. Well, neither do you, Mr. Cheeks. Alright, it must be a bug, because I swear I wasn't wasting any time. But what's all this about, son? What's all this about? Why is this all with the wobbles? You might have got it for free, Cheeks, you bitch. Yep, whatever. Well, boys... We had a wonderful time. We had a wonderful time, and we won the game, so I don't need to delete it. To save all the people watching the videos otherwise from depression. So we got... Wow, that's quite a lot of stuff. So we'll open one of these, just to, you know, lube up the situation. Invasion of Innistrad. I mean, it kills Ember Blobs, but who's playing Ember Blobs except me? Nobody. So, I don't know what's in here. I just cannot believe Wizards are releasing more cards into a draft set when the last draft set feels literally 10 days old. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I don't care enough about anything to do with Magic anymore. But we got a Phaedra at uncommon, boys. I mean, you ever want to see a uncommon look like this? Has this always been uncommon? Flying Lifelink, whenever you cast your second spell, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put the rest up your ass. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was. Hey, boys. It's almost like I spent 1,300 coins on a mythic pack for a guaranteed mythic. And then I got one of these, and then Wizard said, yeah, that's what you get. Incredible stuff, boys. Incredible change. Feast of the Victorious Dead. 2 manas. At the beginning of your end step, if one or more creatures died this turn, you gain that much life and distribute that many 1/1 counters among creatures you control. Lads, I don't know about you, but that sounds, especially as this is a draft card, a little bit strong. Every time one of your lads dies, put their power and toughness on something else. I don't know. That sounds busted. Nahiri's Resolve. Creatures you control get +1 and have haste. I'm quite a big fan of creatures you control have haste, because I'm a brawl boy now. At the beginning of your end step, exile any number of non-token artifacts and or creatures you control. Okay, these are just busted bullshit. Lance, I don't know, are these standard legal? So this is a mixture of haste and Thassa, I guess. I don't know, seems strong. Seems strong to me, boys. Danitha. We can't lose Danitha, boys. She's got the side of her head shaved. So she's one of the lands. 3 mana, Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink. Sounds regular. Once during each of your turns, you may cast an aura or equipment spell from your grave. And I don't know if you know, boys, but there are a lot of broken equipment things in Arena now, with the thing that makes the hammer cost 1 mana. So I'm sure this is going to be fun. Right, you stupid wanks. Cosmic Reades. Choose target permanent card in your grave. As mana value 3 or less, you may put it onto the field. If you don't put it onto the field, put it into your hand. That's good as well. These are all pretty strong. These are all pretty strong, Lance. Harnessed Snubberdubs. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, return target artifact or enchantment card from your grave to the field. Nah, these are not draft cards. I don't know what Wizards are doing, but I'm sure Emma Handjobs didn't chop her willy off for this. Aurelia the Hall Leader Ledge. In her wobbly art style. Whenever Aurelia the Hall Leader attacks, for the first time each turn, untap all of your lads and have another attack phase. So basically, fling all your cards on the field and hope for the best. The best of all strategies. Boys. Let's actually look at some of the cards that are in here then. So this is, I still stand by this should be deleted. It's absolutely terrible. What am I doing? Nope, that's not how we look at cards. Right, because they have to be all colours, otherwise you get 8s. Limited rebalanced. I don't even know what that is, boys. Friendly brawl rebalanced. Incredible scenes. Look at all these alleged formats. And they're all shit. Unbelievable stuff. So I'm just looking for historic, I would assume. So, collected and not collected from Aftermath. It says standard, so it must just be standard, all that crazy bollocks. That was pretty good. I suppose we, yeah, just look at the rares and mythics. Defecation. As defecation enters the battlefield, Darkside Phil talks about taking a shit for 25 minutes. Planeswalkers you control of the chosen type have hexproof. As long as you control a creature, if damage dealt to a planes you control of the chosen type would result in all loyalty counters on it being removed. Instead, save the lad. I don't know, that sounds balls. Spunk Rupture. When it enters the field, draw a card. It's not a bad start. Each planeswalker with one or more loyalty counters on it loses all abilities and is a creature. I don't know. Seems weird. Sideboard card, which we don't deal in sideboard cards, do we? Because we're all best of one dweebs. Oh, I saw this somewhere. This is pretty. I think this is good. When this enters the battlefield or attacks, exile target card from a grave, put 1/1 counter on this. So it comes in presumably as a 3/3. And then it just has all the abilities of the things that you exile. I think it's pretty good.
Let's go above and beyond.
Thanks a lot for the 2 beautiful British beans. But, boys, I mean, he's right. We should all go above and beyond. Especially you, Des. Because, I mean, $2 in Super Chats. That is nowhere near £150 in tips. So I think you've got to hang your head in shame, son. And give yourself a clean GGXD. Training Grounds. Activated abilities of creatures you control cost 2 less. Can't reduce it to your mum's balls. I'm sure this is some exploitable bollocks. I still like this. Yeah, I think if you're exiling indestructible lands, I don't know. I feel like it should be fun, but Magic is not fun. So then you're locked in the eternal conundrum of, am I wasting my time? And the answer's yes. Arnie Twatfellow. Whenever a creature you control attacks, or a creature enters the battlefield under your control attacking, you may pay 2. If you do, you may put a land with mana value less than that creature's mana value from your hand onto the field. That's a bit too complicated for that boring shit. Oh, I don't want to read all these. Why is everything like a full tome's worth of boring bollocks? At the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. An opponent chooses a non-land card exiled this way. You may cast up to 2 spells from among the other cards without paying their mana cost. Alright, I mean, everybody loves getting free spells. The fact that it's mono-red, even though I'm pretty sure this character is blue, is just stupid. But maybe if it was blue and red, it would be busted. Nissa, 3 mana 3/3 landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, add 1 mana of any color. Okay, that's not bad. Then, if it's the second time this ability has resolved this turn, reveal cards from the top of your library to reveal an elf or an elemental. Put that card into your hand. I mean, it's pretty good. But you better get 8, basically. Whoa. When it enters the field, you may pay green up to 3 times, blow up some stuff, yeah, whatever. Obnobs, is this the guy that does infinite something that somebody mentioned earlier? Flying Trample. Whenever one or more opponents each lose exactly 1 life, put 1/1 counter on this. Exile the top card of your library. Until your next end step, you may play that card. I don't know. Maybe it's something that triggers whenever it gets a +1 counter on it, do something else. What about this? Oh my god, it's just so much text. When the Royal Funeral enters the field, exile up to 2 target legendary cards from your grave. You draw X cards and you lose X life, where X is the greatest mana value among those cards exiled this way. Legendary spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each card exiled with Kenny bullshit wanks. That's good, right? I assume. Exile something that costs, right? I suppose it's a legendary creature. But drawing 4, I mean, that's pretty strong. Irina, Dauntless Bitch. When this enters the battlefield, exile target player grave, that's usually good. Sacrifice this, humans you control gain Hexproof and indestructible. That's also very good. So I guess this is very good. Right, you mensch? Not for me, though. It's too boring and small. Samet, Vizier of Tutankhamun's balls. First strike, vigilance, haste. Whenever a creature you control deal combat damage to player, if that creature enters the battlefield this turn, draw a card. That looks pretty good. Right, but it is gonna make people horny for just playing Hasty Boys. And anything that promotes Dump Your Hand gives me 8. Pia Nalar looks like she's got old, but she hasn't got fat with massive tits, so that's a shame. Thopters have haste. Whenever you play a land from exile, I don't know how you're doing that, or cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 Thopter. I'm sure it's some tricky bullshit where you exile the top card of your library. That kind of old balls. The 15th Sagada card, flying. Other permanents you control have hexproof. That's pretty good because it includes lands. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast angels and humans. Yeah, fuck these. Rebuild your mum's muff. Choose target land. Create 3 tokens that are copies of it, except they're 3/3 creatures in addition to their other types, and they have vigilance and menace. I think that's pretty interesting. Might not be good, but it could be interesting. Played with Tatyova, you never know, but obviously the fact that it's 3 colors makes it pretty unbrawlable. Rocco Street Chef. At the beginning of your end step, each player exiles the top card of their library until your next turn is your bubbles. Never bubbles. Alright. I need to see some big Ugin Ulamog stuff. Niv Mizzet, Super Supreme. Flying, hexproof from monocolored. Each instant has jumpstart, that's 2 colors, get aids. Menace Ward, whenever this attacks, exile up to 1 target rat card from your grave and copy it. You may cast the copy, but you do need to pay for it. Boyish. Something about artifacts. Beginning of your upkeep, add colorless for each artifact you control. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifacts. Until end of turn, everyone gets 8. Alright, I'm not liking any of these. None of these are tweaking my ass. My arse remains untweaked, boys. Except maybe this guy for memes. And this for the scenes. But apart from that, I just don't care. So I think that's the end of the story, boys. Narset, clearly not busted, because I just beat it. And if I just beat it, and it was on the tubes, then it means I broke a meter, and I'm the best in the world at Magic. Nobody can get close to denying it. It's facts. It's full legs VD facts. That guy was playing a busted card, and I slapped him around. Never mind the fact he was attacking 1/2s into 3/3s. Don't worry about any of that, boys. I won because I'm the professor of 8s. Alright, we get to go first. Coma is pretty balls, but this does exile Coma for a minute. So I guess 8. Right, 80 shits or something. Alright, I presume Faceless Loon is draw 2, discard 2, lads. Oh, I played the wrong card. Never mind. Okay, boys, we're getting into a little bit of the realm of 8s. Okay, boys, we're back out of the balls of 8s. Easy 8s or something. Easy quacks, boys. Easy quacks. I guess we need more cards. I quite like this deck, and I forgot that I had it because it wasn't in my favourites. So that's why we're playing this today, lads, because we're trying to have some fun. But if anyone's got any ideas about Brawl or other cards, or if you've seen Legs Crackety Meter or Siege or any of those top level boys and have any ideas I could steal, let me know and we can seriously give it the GG's. Okay, boys? Okay, sweet. So I don't know how I'm going to get rid of this in the long term. Okay, that's a problem. Oh, we didn't have a land. Interesting scenes, boys. He didn't have a land to give me the 8s. I think that's just gotta go. I think it's too strong for me to be messing around. Alright, we've got 4 in the grave. We need 5 in the grave. Okay. Boys, I'm giving it the Yeezy Quacks.
Phyrexia shows no mercy, so neither will I. Who's next?
So, what can I bring back? Sheldred is obviously not bad. And we haven't really got many other things. But he didn't go for the coma. We might... Hey, boys, I don't know about you. We might be able to get a bit of the quacks in here. And you know if I'm going full quacks, then that's just easy GG's. Sarah, pretty good, isn't it, boys? Too good. Too good, lads. Slap that shit up on the tubes. So I don't think the game was finished, but I don't know, maybe he felt like he was behind. He had this, and he had spells, but whatever. You can't always have a game of magic, can you, boys? Or maybe his hand was just 8 lands. I guess we'll never know. But, in the true spirit of legs, because it was a non-game that I won, absolutely, we can slap that up on the tube with the smugness that could only come when Merchant finally loses that £2. We're only 6 years in, boys, and he's still up £11. But I'm sure it's going to be great. But it's not going to be as great as this game, which I won't be playing. I got a heartless ache, Mr. Cheeks. Yeah. But I'm just so over playing games of meaningless drivel. I mean, the whole game is drivel. So at least we can stick to meaningful content. Right, boys? Just like the lad Phil. Meaningful content, which is banning anybody who brings up anything I don't like. Which is everything except what I had for dinner. And you only get to ask that if you give me $150. Ugh, another pussy. So let me think about this one. The reason why this never works is because it goes back to his hand. So you basically have to kill it on the stack, which I always forget. But then even then, you got to kill it on the stack the second time. This is the last chance, though. Okay, boys. I mean, that's a long way off, but it's pretty strong. Okay, Lance, this is the last chance. If this card proves to be Turbo AIDS, then I'm giving it the GG's XDs. And I ain't ever playing it ever again. Because it's already mono black. And I don't know about you, but mono black is the best. Alright, can't play anything. Again, because we're holding up Heartless Act. Okay, boys, this is the kind of game that gives everybody the big horns. Everybody's PP is getting a little bit elasticated here. Unbelievable game of magics. Once again, Sam Black coming in hot with his crazy suggestion of not being a memer. I love magic. I know I could have put Unburial Rites in the grave, but I just don't think it's that good. You know I'm trying to discard cards, right? Search a library for a card. Yeah. So he gets my Sheoldred for a second, and then I can just binding it. Oh, I haven't got any basics out, so I suppose I can't. Arse crack the arse liquor. So don't forget, at some point that card's going to be in his hand again, and he might be able to just chain it all off. But I don't know, boys. We'll see how it all works. For sure, it'll be clean memes. So, unburial rights for the Sheldred. Is that worth it? I mean, it's probably just going to get blapped. Well, I've only got 5. That seems like a miles away. Okay, boys. Easy quench. Easy quench, lads. And I don't know much about anything, but I do know that getting quacked is easy quench. So, we've got a full collection of 8s. So I don't know if I'll get to the start of my own turn. Because for all I know, that this is infinite. For all I know. So it costs 3 every turn. Yeah. So this is the kind of reason why I don't play this card. I don't play against this deck. It's just far too just zero magic-y bullshit bollocks. You know. So to my eyes, he could play this forever. Right, because that's 3. But if I get to the end step, I can blow everything up. But I don't know if I will. Yeah, Paradox Engine needs to go. Only because it's just so boring. Like, alright, I'm not... That's why, boys. That's why Arse Crack is never ever getting played by me again. Maybe... he would have whiffed, but that's just 2 cards, and you get infinite plays. But, boys, everybody knows mono bullshit needs to be able to have 8s. Right? If you're playing 1 color, you need to be able to fully infinite combo with 2 cards. Otherwise, why even bother? I hate this game. I hate so much about it. Genuinely, so much of this game is pussies. But at least we always have a wonderful time to negate it, right? Boyish, the game is fun. The community's the best. I mean, Talia Tits being 35 years old was a bit of a shock. But at the same time, Lance, it made more sense that she acts like she's 7. It's easy, yeesh. You should be right, boys. So, I guess he gets a couple of treasures, then. There's not a lot I can do about that. But we do have a lot of stuff. And stuff is usually good. Alright, grizzly boys. But we lost Wrath of Aids. This guy's got a lot of big things. Do I attack or do I not attack? He's figured it out, boys. Incredible change. So I don't have a lot to do. I can't be fucking bothered, man. There's just no reason to be slowing the game down like this. You fucking pussies. There's just never any reason for that kind of limp aids. Alright, one more game of Croxer, and then I'll just start choosing whatever looks good. Unless there are anybody in the chat who cares. And then maybe, I can't remember where we are in Monkey Island. I think we made the mop. What else? Oh, we need a toothbrush. We need to get the toothbrush. I assume the toothbrush is the answer. Hey, boys. To be fair, we haven't played many mono dump your hand little pussy bollocks. But we'll try and not die of AIDS. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. We've got a good hand, sort of. Alright, now I think we got a great hand. Almost like this game's gonna be bullshit, boys. But it looks like it's gonna be bullshit on my side. In which case, we might be able to slap it up on the tubes. And you know how that is. Alright, I'm actually just gonna blow up this lad. And I know that you could easily say you play smothering jizz and all the rest of it, which is probably true. But I want a badoodle badoodles, lads. Smothering Tithe. Who did I play the other day? Who I just allowed their Smothering Tithe to go off every single turn. And they drew like 100 tokens and then still died of AIDS. I can't remember, but it was bollocks. It was good, clean bollocks, lads. 3 lands in the bin. That's what I want to see. He's really choking his penis off to avoid me getting some treasures. Okay, boys. Alright, I know I still want to get punched in the knob. So, boys, what else exists in Majik's? Any even new cards? Like, it feels like this is brand new. And still there's a new set out today. How could that even be close to being true? I don't know, boys. So Arena is black, X, and red. Okay, I think that's fine. So how much mayonnaise we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then probably some more. Tap land, load of old shit. It's not a tap land, you bitch. Alright, sorry boys. Uh-oh, boys. Uh-oh. Every dump your hand mono bullshit deck's worst nightmare. Except this. That's probably worse. But, boys, we are having a fantastic time. He's going to give it indestructible. He's going to wish that he doesn't. Well, easy quench. I don't have another white sauce. Boys, easy midgy. I'm dead, right? I'm dead because of that. There's no white at all, actually. I can't even play this. Oh, well. Well, he's done a good job in not letting me have Smothering Tithe manners, I suppose. But once again, Mono Boys proved to be far too good at magic for magic. Wonderful stuff, boys. This is truly why Magic's the greatest game ever made. It's like, imagine playing chess where all your pieces are pawns, and all you want to do is +1 each pawn every turn, and your opponent realizes, hang on, my entire board has no squares on it. Easy GG's. This game is the limpest load of old bollocks. Hey, it's more of the same shit, boys. Can I fling all my cards on the field before Dad gets home and beats Mum's arse into the floor? I don't know, boys. We'll see. I guess we got infernal bollocks. And I just have to draw cards. Or lands. Fun stuff, boys. Everything to do with magic is fun stuff. That's what makes it so fun. Doesn't it, boys? So what do you think? Turn 1, the 1-1 that draws cards. It's been over 5 minutes since that guy was played on turn 1. But let's see. Oh, he's not here, boys. Absolute change of magic. Absolute change of magic. I mean, it doesn't seem like it makes any difference. But it made a big difference last turn. Didn't it, boys? Alright, we're back in the fling 'em all on the fields. Oh, he missed the land drop. What an absolute catastrophe, boys. Yep. Keep talking it up, you fucking silly bitch. I'm actually going to play this. So both of these are pretty good. Oh my god. No lands for the lad. Isn't that a shame? Interesting. So it doesn't look like whatchamacallit is in here. The Meat Muff Massacre. But bubba-da-bub. Right, boys. Draw 2, lose 2, mill 2. Oh, he's done it, boys. He can commence the flingage. Commence the flingage, boys. Lads, have you commenced with the flingerage? I'm actually going to play this. This game is so shit. I mean, sometimes I get confused as to what I ever saw in this. It must have just been the Jewels of the Planeswalker's dual decks nature of fun. Even decks that could allow for a small bit of tinkerage, which allowed everybody to say GGXDs. And I don't know about you boys, but I absolutely love saying GGXDs. When it enters the battlefield, discard any number of cards. I like all of my cards, pretty much. Hey, boys, isn't that memes? Isn't this a little bit of the memes? For the 3rd game in a row that I haven't been able to cast. But I'm sure it'll work out this time. Right, boys. I'm sure it'll be easy magic this time around. Right, boys. Attack 3-1-1s into a 5-4. Easy means. Easy means, boys. So I suppose I say white, but that looks like it's choosable already. Yeah, fuck it. This game is just such bollocks. It's such bullshit. The fact that they see cards like this and they're like, well, I still want to fling all my cards on the field, Dad. I might have won if he did a bit of beebles. I just don't understand. I don't understand how you could look at Magic and all the cards and things you can do and say, well, I just wanna fling all the white spells on the field and attack every turn. And anybody who says anything in between about how I've got AIDS certainly has age. Are you going to shoot my Kaya out of the sky? Uh-oh, boish. Okay, for a second...
Nobody deserves these blades more than fire.
For a second, I thought we might be in for a classic. It's not about the magic. It's about the gathering. It could still be. He's taken an awful long time to do nothing. Which is good memes. Any political scandals happening in London? Well, London is pretty narrow. But I would say no. Except Wings. Wings of Redemption and Boogie, 2988 or whatever his numbers are having a boxing match on the undercard of the world's biggest boxer, KSI. You know, that guy who was really quite funny at FIFA 7 years ago. He's a boxer now, lads. And it's all about boxing, GG's actually. But I genuinely do want to see Wings v Boogies. I mean, you just don't know. You just don't know who is going to crackety matters. Or if, I mean, talk about a need for a reinforced ring. We need a reinforced arena for that bollocks. So I've got nothing interesting, somehow. I've drawn 28 cards. That's not bad. So what does this do again? Discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. Alright, my hand's a load of old tits, so we're just going to ditch everything. I'll keep that in as an emergency. Okay, boys, somehow my hand got worse. Boys. Is Magic the Gathering or something. Maybe the deck's just balls. I mean, that's something we can't deny could easily happen if I were to build it. Look at this guy thinking he's got all the tricks, but I just don't care. I'm that good at Magic, boys. I'm that good at Magic that it's just calm, casual GG's all day long. So I could put Big Oogs on the pitch. I mean, not very sexy. But I don't really have anything else to do. Oh, I can also make Big Ooze have haste. Now that is mildly sexy. isn't it, boys? You can't deny
Let your blade
it is
do the
at
talking.
least 1% sexage. Three cards for a mono-white player. What can he do that won't be boring bollocks? I don't know, boys. I don't think that is it. Unbreakable formation main phase, lads. Absolutely inquackable scenes. In quacks. He's not going to be happy in a minute, boys. He's going to wish he was a GG's ex-teacher. But, unfortunately, he's an XG squeebly beebler or something.
Try not to miss me.
Unbelievable levels of quackage.
You're nonsense.
This game is the bollocks, boys. I don't know how many times I can play a game of Magic and not say GG's XDs. But that's what makes this game truly like chess. If it was played by Andrew Tate's mum instead of his dad. I don't know, maybe she was good at chess.
New job, new
Just give
life,
up on it.
new opportunities.
Alright. Anything else, boys? Any other cards? Any other decks? Any other strategies? Have you got a deck you would like to play? And I promise I'll try really, really hard this time. And 8s or something. Okay, boys? I promise 8s or something. Or I could just play more Monkey Island. Which I know isn't for everybody, but it's for me. And somebody, I think it was Vice Admiral Jean, who was willing to kick up the full 20 beans for that to be part of our weekly rotation, so I feel like I gotta play it. Because I love it. Celebratory Bubble Below. We could do a Celebratory Bubble Below, but I don't feel like you've done enough to earn it. Like, we haven't fully hit the 8 goal. And if you can't hit the 8 goal, are you even doing 8, boys? Then what's your shababa noodles? Alright, blue-white. We'll play Valks, see what's going on. Crucius, that's my boy. Hey, boys! It's the purest of pure 8s. The purest of pure British 8s. And I don't know about you, but I fucking love Magics, and the fact that he's missed his land drop is absolutely hilarious. Because now he's in for a full quackage. Oh, boys. This is what free players always are. Oh, look at this guy. Absolutely GG'd all over his pantaloons. And I, for one, cannot say GG's enough.
I will have revenge for House Markov. I abhor.
Lance, boys, have you ever seen a game filled with even close to as many GG's XDs as we have here? Oh, I got Get out of here, you pussy. Fucking free play aids. Do I side with DSP or Keemstar? Well, I used to feel like Keemstar was an absolute cockbollock. But now, I don't know. The man makes a lot of sense. He's just trying to make these fatties lose weight. And if he makes a bundle of cash on the back of them dying, then it's 2019, boys. And Jeff Bezos does that every day of the week. So I think you gotta stand up for what's right and say, hopefully, DSP dies of cancer. But you never know. The world often doesn't work that way. Otherwise, Putin would be dead. Hitler would have been dead. Jesus would have been real. And Muhammad would have been busting out the cleanest of memes since 2019. Hey, boys! It's one of the AIDSiest AIDS decks since Jesus got AIDS! I'm so glad I play this bullshit in free play now, so that everybody knows that I'm serious when I say GG's. Mixed in with a spot of XD. Isn't that bollocks, boys? So, what do we got? Infectious Bite. That's pretty risky. I mean, that's fine. Maybe. Okay, boys. That can go. I think Wrath of God has got to stay. I'm not ditching lands, though. What's this? Finn the Wobbler. Big thanks. Big thanks, ladies and shits. This is free play. This is free play, boys, where all of the big plays are played. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals play, but everybody else put 1/1 counter on it, create a 1/1 lad. Alright. I don't know what's going on, and I don't care, but at least Magik is the Magik. Isn't that right, ya boys? So I would take an argument that you could have played another one of these instead, but it's nice to have two useless blockers in the face of such drivelly horseshit. Wouldn't you agree? Of course you would, boys. This is Magic the Magician, where everybody agrees with me because I basically founded Jesus Utopia or something. I don't want to use my treasures up, just so everybody is clear on the mage. Incredibly good magics.
Ever see a volcano erupt in person? You're about to. I've got a burning desire.
Incredibly good magics, boys. I used to think this was kind of bullshit if it was one-sided in my favor, but now I can see why people love the magics.
Surprised if we meet again.
Ah. baby Jesus. Jesus the babyus. Babalus the Giblius. Okay. Alright, I should have read that. Completely bollocked that up. But let's pretend that I didn't. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. Fatal push. That's pretty mean. So whenever this deals damage to a planeswalker, blow it up. If only I had read that. Right, boys, we would have been memeing. But instead, we are chicken cuisining. Alright, boys, absolutely fantastic. This is the last game, unless somebody asks, and we'll play half an hour of Monkey Island, just so I get an idea of what we're actually doing. So we found the mop. We got the eye patch. We need to imbue voodoo magic into the eye patch so that it works. And I need a bite of 1,000 needles, which still to me sounds like a toothbrush. But I would need something to pry the boards off the shack, which I don't have, unless it's just as simple as pry them off. Now that we're talking about it, boys, I'm getting excited to play. So final game. Anyone care to choose one? Lance? Anybody care to choose a deck for the final game of the evening of Magic? But we will be carrying on playing something. Anything? Or if nobody cares, I'll choose. And I will choose. I'll choose this, only because it's very different to all the rest. It actually has a little bit of a theme to it, rather than just be full of classic balls. Actually, we'll play 2 games. We'll play one of this, and then one of Tamiyo. Because I think Tamiyo is just superpower bullshit. And everybody loves that. Don't they, boys? Of course they do. I presume Wings versus Boogie is sold out. It never occurred to me that I could actually go and watch it. I think it must be at an arena in London. Probably the O2. Possibly the Copper Box. Baba boys. Plus it's a prelim fight, so I wouldn't even have to stick around to watch the horse shit of KSI versus some guy I've never heard of. So, we might be able to magic shit up, boys. Alright, who's going first? If it's me, I'm happy, obviously. So we got Heliod, which is the best card in this deck. But what does this one do? Nothing. Oh, it's the mana one. Sacrifice 3 other creatures, exile Ellis shits, incubate 5 times, creatures gain double strike, destroy all other permanents. Okay, that is something. All of those things are something, boys, and you gotta look out for some things. Otherwise, you might end up with a bit of AIDS. That's not what you need. Unless you thrive off of AIDS, as I do. Ah, these are both fine. I'm still heli bobbling it up. So I can play Midnight Cock and have some faff about. Oh, that's so greedy. That's
I
so
will guard your
greedy.
advance.
Okay, 2 bounce spells and an oracle is good clean magic, boys. And I know that you love clean magic, which is why your assholes are all so dirty. It makes perfect sense. Airlift Chaplain A. Mill 3. You may put a plains card or creature card with 3 or less from among the cards milled this way into your hand. And he took Anus Sentry. When Anus Sentry enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until the Anus leaves the field. So the ability on this is 2. Okay, boys. We got plays. Alright, that's 6. So it's under control. So I assume he will play this and exile that, which is acceptable memeage for now. Okay. Ooh, actually, when it enters a battlefield... Alright, that's something else. So we'll choose this instead. Alright, that is good magic. So we'll play Oracle and bounce this.
My sand will protect you.
Easy memes, boys. So Perilous Voyage doesn't put anything on top of the library because it's all too small. Put a 1/1 counter on this. That's rubbish as well. That's fine.
My faith will not be eroded by the sands of treachery. I will guard your advance.
He'll guard my advance, boys, like an absolute memer. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's that very good. Boys, that's an insanely powerful spell. Okay, boys. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2. So I could smash Basri's bollocks in.
We must adjust our tactics.
Circle of Confinement as a battlefield. Exile target creature and opponent controls a mana value 3 or less until Circle of Confinement leaves the field. Okay,
I trust in your ability.
boys. I need this to go off as well. Elish Norn, that is fine. That is also easy magics. I mean, I'll voyage. Oops. I'll voyage the Elish Norn just to get it away. I got Death Touch, son. I think this is going to be the key turn, boys. Whether we either do the GGs or the XDs.
I failed you, O Captain.
Okay, Lance, here we go. This is the game of magic. So I can't allow him to have another creature on the field, right? Sacrifice 3 other creatures and pay 3. I think we are okay. Wouldn't you think so, boys? So, which one of you dweebs went to Minneapolis Magic? And how many of your balls fell off? You had a lot of falling off balls, oh boys? So what does this do? It's nothing. I don't want a couple of tap lands. Oh, that's not bad. Not bad at all, boys. So what's the ultimate? Target creature you control with the greatest power gains a lot of aids. Okay. Okay, boys. I got it under control. I am exceptionally good at magic. And if I lose this game, then we'll just delete it. We'll say rule 0. I'll cry about having a period or something. And then I'll say that everybody I've ever met who I play Magic with is the greatest person who ever done lived in a game of Magic. Until they get found out for being a sex pest. And then I'll say I had no idea even though everybody told me. Okay, boys? Okay, sweet. Okay, seal my bum away. That is good memes. But it won't be what we're doing at the moment. So I have to use Seal Away before the shits rolls around. Oh, I got it wrong. I always get it wrong. But don't blame me, boys. I'm a memer. Touch the Bumhole Realm. That's easy. That's easy memes too, boys. You know I love things when they're easy memes. So let me read what it does. Discard Touch the Spirit Realm. Exile target artifact or creature. Return to the battlefield under its owner's control the next end step. When this enters the battlefield, incubate 3 X times. Nope, that's fine. That's a nice bit of sound effects. Never heard that, as far as I know, boys. Nice bit of memeage. A nice bit of memeage. I'm actually going to save this for the Elish Norn. Hey, boys, I heard that's quite a good spell, but it might just be my imagination. She boys. Let's see where we are at the end of this turn. Won't it be funny to see us balls it all up? He could have, he could have blow up everything. That would be a tricky situation. But he wouldn't blow up Heliod unless it's exile, like Farewell. Volkepeach, boys? Alright. Nice bit of animation work by the boys at Whizbang's HQ. Nice bit of animation there by the boys at Whiz's HQ. One, two. I don't need to flash this in, I don't think, but I might as well. Nah, I didn't really want to waste that. I didn't need to, right? Blue, black, blue. So, but better to use my Black Lotus. Better to use my Black Lotus, boys. That's what I hear. Easy memes. Faster, boys. Hey! Easy quench. Alright. I think, boys, now that we got Counterspell, I think that that's got to be close to GG's XDs. And you're not telling me you didn't have a fantastic time the whole time. Alright, I'm not going to play Thassa. It's not Thassa, the other one. It's just taking too long. So after this game, we'll play some Monkey Pubes. If you're not into it, fair dues. If you love Monkey Pubes, we got half an hour of Monkey Pubes. Which is probably better than any of this bollocks. What's this? When it enters a battlefield, you gain 4 life. Okay. Also, get another treasure, I presume. So having Thassa here is not very good. I mean, I can tap down Peeps. But as it stands, it's not doing enough. Because you don't want to blink anyone because they got counters on them. Because they're stone cold memers, boys. Stone cold memeloids. Oh! But I just make it into a lad, obviously. That's the whole point. I keep forgetting. Indestructible, hexproof, lifelink, death touch gods are pretty good on their own, lads. Incredible scenes. That is also quite a good lad. Oh, did it in the wrong order. I got 8. Oh, I'll blink this though. But again, I did it all in the wrong order. But don't let anybody know, because they might think I'm shit at Magics, and then I'll cry. If somebody thought I was shit at Magics, boys, how could I even go on living in this world? You guys know I could win a world title if I just really tried hard for 5 hours. Right, boys? If I tried just a little bit hard to be memeish, I be unbelievably good at magic. Alright, in this situation, I can't imagine I'm not going to win. But at least we're having a wonderful time. So this is a creature all by itself. I haven't even had to give it the schmeeblage. What does it actually say? Target non-aura you control becomes a creature. There's nothing on this to say it's a creature. Alright, from this turn onwards, we're attacking every turn. We're not looking at anybody. We're not reading anything. We're not saying GG's XDs. We're just saying monk abuse. Okay, boys. Okay, fucking sweetie sweetums. I'm actually going to try and win next turn. So we'll look for some kind of bounce spell or something. I don't know why it would tap this. They're both pretty good. Oh, I got Oracle. So I should have just been oracling it up. I mean, it's already got everything on it. I also could have activated the land, but you know, who cares? Okay, boys. Unless he top decks farewell, I feel like we should be able to quack it. Anything except farewell, and I think he's quacked. But at least we had a wonderful time. Alright, what a shitty game. Every game was bollocks. But that's how it is almost every night now. At least we all had a good week. So we finish off these packs. Oh, boyish. Ferric Blast. I can stuff that right up my arse. Holly Bobblers. 4/5 reach for 3. Oh, it's 3 green though. And it turns into Reach Lifelink. Whenever Polybobblers or another non-token Hydra you control dies, create a 3/3 green and white Phyrexian Hydra creature token with Reach, and a 3/3 green and white Phyrexian Hydra creature token with Lifelink. Oh, I remember this now because I remember thinking that sounded extremely reminiscent of Wormcoil Boys. That card actually looks interesting, but it looks far too forced into mono bollocks, which is a shame. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, each opponent loses a life. Boring. You may cast Rona from your grave by discarding 2 cards. I mean, discarding cards could be good, but it's 4 mana, that's already high. Blood Bollocks Phoenix, whatever. That looks pretty interesting, artwork-wise. Tigum Ojutai Master. Instant, saucy, and dragon spells you control can't be countered. Interesting. Whenever you cast an instant or saucy spell from your hand, if this guy attacked this turn, that spell gains rebound. That is a lot of stuff. That is not terrible. Yargle the shits. Siege Wanks. Guardian of New Benalia. That's 2 straight mono white bollocks. What's in the shop to tempt me into parting with my cashinis, boyish? Not a big fan of draft, so fuck that. Boyish. A wobbly invasion of Tarkir. Only 30% off though. I mean, guys, wizards have to make some money somewhere, and it's got to come from you. They just paid to send Talia Tits, Voxy, Aidzonian to Minneapolis bullshits for some AIDS. So where do you think that money has to come back from? From you, you dumb fuck. Plus, it's $4.20, so you should be super excited to pay that. You filthy idiots. Alright, that's enough magic. Time for a game of Monkey Island. We're going to crank the meta this time. I'm going to find the... what's the word? Toothbrush.
Oh, well, probably fine.
We're going to crack the toothbrush, lads, assuming toothbrush is indeed what I need. So, just have a quick look here. I'm going
Are
to...
you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I've got the world's biggest willy. That doesn't say that here.
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
Yeah, well, alright, well, fuck it then. What is it? Tab. Nope. Nothing here. So, I don't think there's any combinations here that I hadn't thought of since the last streamage. Okay. So, is this guy fancy candles anything to do with me?
Fancy.
Nope. So, as I've said previously, boys, if you want to kick up any ideas, totally fine. Just don't tell me the answers if you know the answer, because that's cheating. And I'd rather be stuck here with 0 viewers than to cheat in a game like this. Okay, boys. Okay, sweet. So, I mean, I haven't done anything
My
here.
ship soon enough.
I'm gonna go up
You'll
and have a
be
look.
my ship soon enough.
Because as far as I remember, this hadn't been tinkered with.
How clever.
But I assume getting on is the next stuff. I've got quite a lot of stuff.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
I haven't used the business
Pirate
cards.
Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Who even needs this, Lance? Who even needs this?
Hey,
Threepwood, I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
What do you think of this baby? Signature model. I made it myself.
I'm sure it's great, Threepwood, but I can't give you the swabby job unless you magically turn into somebody else.
Ooh, boy. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the docks and sit. Wow,
Hey, watch it!
that was different. Still nothing new though. So it could just be I pull off the boards.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Nope, can't mop up the owl. How about fling a knife? Nope, can't stab this guy either. So I'm sure it's this. I'm sure.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush?
Okay, how do I get in here? How do I get in here, boys? I can't wear the eye patch. The voodoo woman has it, right? Yeah, it's not with me anymore.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
So that doesn't work. Use the mop as a crowbar. Nope, that doesn't work. Use the key on nothing. Nope, that doesn't work. The other key for the memes. Again, nothing.
I've got enough to last me.
Alright, have a look at the bucket, but I don't know what that does.
It's sad to see the shipyard like this.
So he can't... There's no action button. Oh my lord! Oh no, he said no. I tried this before, I'm sure. This is what inspired me to think you could pry it off.
I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
Yeah. So there's no way to combine this with anything else. Because maybe if you ruin the knife, he won't care so much.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Lay it.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. Oh, I remember the first time Stan tried to fleece me. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
I can't just walk round the back. No. And the door is the door's nothing. How are we gonna crack this matter, boys? So everything's been used. Everything in my possession has been used except this. Alright, I suppose doing the same thing over and over again isn't the answer, but it usually is how you play these games. So there's just nothing in the bucket. Maybe I put this in the bucket? Nope. Cut the mooring line for some reason? Nope. Okay, boys. I guess I could just look for a crowbar somewhere else. So there's nothing this way in the island.
I remember when this place used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress.
There's nothing over here either. The museum, the forest, the governor's mansion.
Egypt's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
I remember that puzzle. So the mansion might have a book on something. I think the mansion is nothing, honestly. Can I break this? Nope, nothing here. Nope. Nope, nothing here, boys. Nothing here.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Voodoo tricks you could do at home.
Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
It's crazy that I managed to figure out how to write an apology on a frog, but I can't figure out how to pry open a piece of wood.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. It's thicker than I would have imagined.
That's what she never said about your mom.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Frozen instant cereal. Sounds like a good American breakfast. I mean, I don't even know for sure that it's the toothbrush I need. But there are so few options to me left. But then this is what these games are all about. Feeling like you've done everything, but clearly I haven't. So, the jail.
Hey, kid!
So he was the one who gave me the card, for sure. Oh, maybe, well, he doesn't want to take it back. And he's the one who was asking about the toothbrush.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Neat. It's weird that it just says X rather than has like a little quip about something.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Okay, let's try and get
Watch
this
your boots
spider.
in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Maybe I can actually mop up. Nope. Can't do any moppage.
Ugh, I simply don't like looking at that spider. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
How's your day going?
Man, I'm gonna give the business card to some other peeps and see what happens. I genuinely can't think of anything else to try.
You look like you're having a good time.
Get the bite of 1,000 needles. I still feel like it's a toothbrush, but it might be the spider. Either way, how do I get it down?
Music just makes you want to tap your feet, doesn't it?
Okay, boys. Show the rules. Oh, could be here, I guess. There's a lot of boards here.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Old whitey boners.
No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
Okay, she's a mad old bitch.
You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
Okay, full gibberish. So I haven't done anything here at all. And all there is a sign and open the door. Let's try the business card. Alright, I'm going to read the business card next to the door. Nope.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Nope, didn't trigger opening the door, unfortunately.
I don't see anything useful here.
Oh, I thought that was actually something there.
I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking.
Yeah, but I got the lockpicking shits.
This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together. I don't see anything useful here. It seems to be stuck closed.
Stuck closed. So I don't have anything that would fix it.
This key doesn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
This key doesn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking.
Ugh, damn, lads. What is to be done? Alright. I'll see if I can fling some money or a knife at this bitch. Nope. Do you want to have a look at my mop? Nope. Nope. Nope, won't go too far, you bellend. Nope, she does not interested in any cash. Okay, boys.
Hi there.
Oh, boys, you see what I see? There's some tools. Oh, they're not even interactable. What's this?
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course.
Can I have it? Yes, maybe.
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
How much for the fishing lure?
Oh, come on.
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
I thought we crackety mattered there, boys. So, there's a little key, the woman, the machine, this thing, the bird, a book, there's a map, and some bollocks. I think we've asked about everything.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
These are nice.
Thanks.
Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
So for a minute I thought one of these might be purchasable.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
She doesn't want this either.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Okay, boys. Oh, I didn't even notice
from a
that.
famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I wonder if her mum is in a previous game.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Ooh, they smell nice and toasty. But I've already got plenty of crackers. It already looks well fed.
Fucking hell, lads. Who knew these games would be so fucking difficult? Except me, when I decided to play them. Anything around the back? Nope. He's just memeing me. Why does that look like a pair of balls?
Looks sort of like an eye.
I think it just looks more like an arse or a veg. So, general store, note, weird graffiti.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories. The cash would have been better.
Scabberdoodles, boys.
If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
I'm gonna just see. I mean, I don't think she has the answer.
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game.
I still don't even know what that is a reference to.
Not very practical. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty. Keep up the good work, buddy. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. I got what I needed elsewhere. What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
I don't know. What's left? Have a good look at her minge. Nope, that's not allowed. It is 2019 after all, boys. Just give us some cash. Maybe.
Do I owe you anything at the moment?
Much.
You're not talking about money, are you?
No.
Crackers? Nope.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Alright, I suppose I got a key. I could try one.
This key doesn't fit.
Yeah, you just told me that about a million things.
This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit. This key doesn't fit.
This reminds me of point and clicks.
This key
Much
doesn't
more than a big X on everything.
This key doesn't fit.
Alright.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
There's no number. I tried this already, I'm sure.
The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Yeah, I remember. Alright, let me just ask the bitch.
Can you tell me where to find the bite of 1,000 needles?
I wish I could.
Me too.
The woman's got the eye patch now. Mike?
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's got the eye patch, and I need to give her the bite of 1,000 needles, which I'm not entirely sure what it is.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Okay, boys. I'm almost out of a full shit.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Well, let's fucking try then.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle.
Oh my goodness me, boys.
The curtains are for sale too?
Oh, you already said that.
Everything goes.
Shut up. Oh, lads. There can't be any more options. This map is so small. I already checked every map in here. So it'd be this, but then that's not enough. That doesn't look like a crowbar to me.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
So he's not interested in a business card. Not interested in getting stabbed. Not interested in a mop up his ass. How about the double bollocks? Nope, not even interested in that. Pen, nope. I already tried everything. Deedly deedly dee.
It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny.
Can't ring the bell.
Hey, Wally. What's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
I remember I used to be such a hardcore dude at these kind of games.
Hey, Wally. What's in these boxes?
That I feel like pressing tab to see the highlightable items was cheating. That's how much of a memer I have become, boys. I don't know what to do. I don't know where's left. I don't know what there is else to try.
It doesn't look finished. Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Portobello. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Can't give that a mop. Can't give that a stamp. So I can't even do anything with this. It's not like I can just break it.
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. Going out of business? This place is an institution.
The checklist might give me a clue. I mean, there's a hint book, but I mean, if you're using that, why are you even playing? There's only one thing left to do. Quartermaster recognizes me, won't hire me, so get the bite of 1,000 aids. That way I can join LeChuck's crew, and then I can do this afterwards. But this is the only thing left to do now. And I don't know how. I'm gonna go back to the museum. Maybe the museum... I might not have spoken to the museum... Whoops, wrong way. I might not have spoken to the museum guy, you never know. Or he might know exactly what it is. But I must have. I know I've been there. This guy doesn't talk to me.
Hi again. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
He doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh.
Alright, we'll see if this... I mean, I don't know why he would be part of the shits. Alright, to the museum. Oh, card on the floor. Let's see how I fuck this one up. Odina is the reigning queen of Bermuda. The second, the eighth, I mean, again, no idea. Shit on my balls. So, we got admire the tiny climbing ship.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Admire the climbing chest.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're a museum of pirate lore.
Just make sure there's nothing here. New. So I'll ask him if he knows what the 1,000 bytes is, but I don't think he will somehow.
Crossword?
No, as a matter of fact. I'm working on acquisition leads. The museum hasn't got a centerpiece now because someone walked away with my eye patch. I'm not sure how they got past the guard parrot. But rest assured, I'll be beefing up security immediately.
Good idea.
Okay, so he's not talking. Okay, not interested in that. Not interested in the knife. Not interested in the code. Not interested in this shit. Key to the jail case is not interested in that. Oh man, this has given me proper magic aids.
Tell me again about the mug.
It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
It was just one pirate, actually.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 20.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
It says poke. He doesn't. It barely moves.
That's a nice ore.
The one with the coffin. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
See if I can cut that down. Oh man, something has got to be interactable with this knife. Oh boy. Absolute classic memes. Maybe I just get bitten by the thing. Maybe if I try and open the shits
There's some very
with
tiny
the
writing.
bird alive, it'll just kill me or something.
There's nothing in there to steal.
Shut up. I never asked you your opinion on that. I said do it.
There's nothing in there to steal.
Fuck you.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again.
I can't cause a fire. I can't steal the bird.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten.
Oh my goodness me, boys. The storeroom is completely empty as far as I know. Oh, there's one card. They just turn up out of nowhere. Because I've been in here 3 times. How many stone monkeys are in the second ring? I'm going to say 3. I mean, who knows? I don't know why I thought it was 3, but easy GG's, I suppose. So there's just nothing here. I swear I have tried everything on the whole island. I can't think of a single thing I haven't done. Still, no cheating, boys. Ah, man, I just don't know. I feel like I've been every single place on this island in this stream. Well, maybe I should have offered him the map. He might have liked that. Or maybe I'll offer it back to the Squiggly Jim. But I don't know how that's going to get me a fucking bite of 1,000 AIDS. No, you're not even interested. I wonder if there's any secret offshoots. No. I wonder if it could actually be there. I suppose I could take another slither of the tree, but that also doesn't make much sense. Oh, and it also makes me do the whole thing again. Oh no, it doesn't. Alright, well that's something.
I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish.
Okay, so I didn't think there'd ever be any reason to come back here, but you never know.
another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. Hey, little dear.
Like, all of this is just abstract bollocks. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
It's probably time for them to fly south.
Alright, nothing there, I don't think. So I could try the bar again. Only because there's people in there I feel like I haven't spoken to fully.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
Okay, I feel like this has to be it now, because it's just the only place. Anybody interested in a business card? Nobody here. What about Snoots McGee? I genuinely thought he might be there.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Uh-huh.
Yar.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Good conversation.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
It looks like the same fishing lure as that silly bitch.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
She's probably right. Lance, how can I be this steadfastly stuck already? Do you think this is my fault for choosing the game on hard mode? Alright, I'm gonna fling it in the fire if I can. He threw quite a lot in the fire earlier. Okay, well, I can't remember what he threw in, but none of this is going in. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. Boys. So in here we have a mop that I don't need anymore.
So much to do. Do I really have to salt it?
I stole his mop. Alright, I got double mops.
It's the cook's old mop with a sliver carved out of it. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for
okay, boys. That's something different. That's I can't combine it with anything. Okay. He's got it in his hand, though. which makes me think nothing's gonna happen if I try and run out. Yep.
Keep your hands off my mop.
Okay, maybe I switched the mops over. For what reason, I have no idea. But that's something. It's rare you can do something for no reason. I can only close the door on this side.
The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old."
There's got to be something to do here. So this doesn't interact with anything. Come on, boys, I thought I crackety matters.
It's the cook's old mop with a sliver carved out of it. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Along nicely.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay.
I could put it in the oven. I could put it in the fire, perhaps.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Nice and hot.
Nope, he's not throwing it.
Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. It's the cook's old mop with a sliver carved out of it.
Man, there must be a reason for the fucking mop now, right? It doesn't make any sense. Oh my goodness gracious Jesus. He wouldn't throw it in the fire. I tried. Yeah, see? Doesn't do anything at all. Oh man.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
The mop is really convincing me.
You must run a tidy ship.
Ugh, go bother someone else.
Well, I guess the dialogue option was slightly different.
I say, janitor, if you see my waiter, tell him to hurry things up a bit. I'm positively famished.
Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Stay away from me with that mop.
Okay, I mean, they do say something else.
What's that you're drinking?
Large, get lost.
Nice hat pin.
Beat it, creep.
Fancy.
There just has to be something else to do.
Yo-ho.
Now I think it might be in here. So you can't throw the mop. You can't do anything with it. It doesn't combine with any item. And you can't throw it in the oven.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
There's no way you just stand here until it catches fire. Swap it with yours? I don't know why that would matter. Look in the bucket.
Yeah, it's filled with nasty looking water.
Okay, maybe I can swap
So
it.
much to do.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep
16
and use
cups
for a
in
lifetime.
gallon.
Nope.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
This will be excellent. You'll never complain again. Always confused about baking versus roasting. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
It's a classic, elegant mop with a sliver carved out of it.
I can't. He doesn't even put it away, which is odd.
Well, now that doesn't even seem possible.
The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old."
I can't throw it in the sea. Man, I have made zero progress.
This will be excellent.
So far.
96 teaspoons.
Pleasantly
in a pint.
scorching hot.
Seems like a lot, but okay. Coming along nicely.
I can't put away my mop in there either.
Hey, you can't take that. Make your own. Now, where was I? Well, now that doesn't even seem possible.
It's like a miniature dance party.
So much to do.
Pleasantly scorching hot.
He'll never complain again.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
I wonder... Nah, I think it's too late. I was going to say, I wonder if I could just take the top of the mop off.
Seems like a lot, but okay.
But it's too late for that.
Oh, well, probably fine. Ingredients indeed.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping. Well, now that doesn't even seem possible.
Oh, that's different. That's a bit different, Lance.
So much to do.
It's torn and ugly, but strangely
This will
compelling.
be excellent.
So, what do I do with that bollocks? Combined with anything? No. But we do have something, boys. If he throws it in the fire, I'm going to be fucking mad.
Indeed.
So he only throws useless stuff in the fire. Okay, I can't. That's good. That's something.
It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling.
What do I want to do with this? Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. And yeah, well, alright, we'll try. Maybe that's the bite of 1,000 dates. You never know, boys. Fingers crossed. That for no reason, this is the bite of 1,000 bollocks. Fucking bullshit. No, nothing.
Hey, kid!
It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling.
I still have no idea what it is. Nope, he doesn't want to take it either.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like
At least the jail is well lit.
I'll take it to the wanker in the museum. But I don't know why he would want it. Man, for a second, I really thought that was going to be 1,000 dates.
Wanted. Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who destroyed the historic mop tree. I'll, keep an eye out for them.
Oh, that was me. That was me, Lance. Alright, if this guy doesn't take the shit, then I don't know what to try. Nope, he's not interested either. Fuck it.
There's some very tiny writing on it. There's nothing in there to steal. I already got the serial number for this.
Okay. Fucking bollocks. Mop up the water. Alright. I mean... I feel like it would have come up as something you could do, but I can't think of anything else to try now. I mean, what water are we talking about?
He'll never complain again.
The plaque says, in memory of looming
This will be
seagulls of old.
excellent. 16 cups in a gallon.
Oh, in the jail. Well, I can't leave with this mop. I'll try. I'm pretty sure I tried it, though.
Keep your hands off my mop.
Wonder if it'll be oddly like something here that I just haven't seen.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
I'll see if I can knock this down. Nope. And nope.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
I wonder if there's actually like a place I haven't even been to which would have solved everything immediately. Here. So mop up the water on the floor.
Hey, kid.
I mean,
You
I
look-
definitely
I don't
tried
remember
this.
this place being so leaky.
I definitely tried it. Yeah. Nothing.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case. I already copied the serial number. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
So who needs this? Who's even spoken to me about a painting? I can't even remember what it was. I don't even know who it is of.
It's torn and ugly, but strangely compelling.
I don't even know who it is. I can't remember the guy's
They say the
story.
only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Let's see if he wants any of these. Nope.
Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
What am I looking for? Nothing. I'm gonna go back to the shack one last time.
Hi there.
I mean, I don't know why she would give a fuck about this. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to the shack and just try and see if there's anything that does anything. I suppose the alleyway also hasn't had anything happen to it.
It seems to be stuck closed. I'm no good at jimmying things. It seems to be stuck employees only.
Ugh. my god. Alright, forget it. I'll go back to the, like I said, to the shop. And see if I can pry the thing off by some magic miracle bollocks that I hadn't thought of. And if it doesn't work, lads, I guess it's just GG's expertise. I mean, even if I could pry this open,
The window's all boarded up.
why
and it's
would
very dark in there.
Why
Is
would
that
it?
an old toothbrush?
Why would the toothbrush be the 1,000 bollocks? Well, another trivia thing I can fail. What is not one of the forms of Liplop? Ghost, mummy, zombie, walrus. I'm gonna say mummy. Ghost, mummy, pirate. I don't remember him being a walrus either, actually. He was definitely these two. He might have been a mummy. Ah, fucking hell. I guess not.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
How do I get in here?
It says Tan's previously owned vessels. I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
I mean, this might even be nothing.
If a ship was shot full of holes, Stan would stick oars in them and call it a galley.
I have no idea. What about the plants in the forest maze? I feel like the maze is its own
Stan
problem.
used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
He won't pick that up. Won't cut any of this shit. Yeah, I mean, the carnivorous plants, what would they even eat? I mean, there's nothing else to try. I might as well. But I haven't done anything here. Which makes me... And a bite of 1,000 needles sounds like a toothbrush.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus. A carnivorous
Oh my
muscular
god, this might be
dipod known
it.
for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
No way. If I just chop this thing's fucking head off, and this is it. Oh my lord, lads!
Gotcha, you pointy little tracheophyte.
Boys, that is what you call classic teamwork. GG's expertise. Classic magics. I don't think I would have ever tried that. Okay, boys. Bite of 1,000 needles makes sense. There's me thinking it's a toothbrush. It was a carnivorous plant head. The whole time, possibly. Oh my Jesus.
There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant
I
found in the
can't
forest?
believe it.
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Ugh, that's gonna be some stanky ass boobaloid, whatever the fuck.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Ah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
Alright, boys. We cracked the very first meta of the game. So everything only gets harder, and I already got stuck once. But we solved the mystery of the magic. So what am I going? We might as well trigger the thing and then, you know, go to bed. I'm sure a piece of shit's not streaming today. Nope. So we're not missing out on anything. I've gone the wrong way. Have I? What am I doing? Okay, boys.
I should move farther away from the quartermaster so she doesn't see me.
Okay.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Easy means.
How do you like my mop? It's custom built.
Huh. I think that might be someone I used to know. Wait a minute. I've seen this mop before. Where did you get it?
I stole it from a pirate.
Oh, LeChuck will like that. I happen to need a swabby. You interested?
Definitely.
You're hired.
Great.
Swabby McGee's.
Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew?
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Crack level 1,
Threepwood's
boys.
on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
And she'll text me whenever something's going weird. Because we've got that technology, obviously, boys. Who's given us the chase?
So once you were on LeChuck's ship, you turned the tables on them. You whipped out your sword and said, "I'm your captain now. Take me to Monkey Island, or you'll all walk the plank."
More or less.
The name's Gullet, but you're not to call me that. To you, I'm the first swab, and I want to hear the capital letters when you say it.
Capital 1. Got it.
And this is the old. You'll be spending a lot of time down here.
I thought we'd have a union or something. How much time is a lot of time?
All of it. You work here, you sleep here, you take your meals here. Forget the world you knew before. This hold is your world. The hull is your ground. The deck is your sky. And I am your deity of choice. A cruel and vengeful deity. I only have one simple rule. You are not to leave this hold under any circumstances. Any questions?
Oh, the DSP special.
We'd like a bit of dinner, would we? Well, perhaps we can arrange a bit of roast duck under glass for your majesty. But seriously, learn to catch rats. You can drown them in your mop bucket. They make their own sauce.
Nice.
What am I supposed to be doing exactly?
No recruits. You're all thicker than the chickens.
Is that the whole answer?
You're supposed to be swabbing. I want this hold sparkling, as if it was clean. Now, get to work.
I thought I'd be able to speak to him.
pirate's life for me.
I thought I'd be able to speak to him afterwards because I just wanted to save it. Alright, boys, we made it to level 2, effectively. It took me an awfully long time, and the help of old Bruce Wainscoting to get me out of that jam. But now that we have, I am certain that we are on course to cracking Demeters. Is it possible to give the wrong answer and be locked out of content? You might be locked out of content insofar as you might miss a conversation, like, I didn't ask this guy every question, but you can't get yourself soft locked in the game unless there's a huge error somewhere. So generally, you can't make any mistakes. You can't burn an item that you actually need, that kind of stuff. Okay, boys. Bubbity-bubbadoos. I mean, that's probably autosave, right? Alright, lads. That was good magic. And until next time, enjoy doing whatever it is you're gonna do with the rest of your evening. And until whatever the labels, GG extra boys.